what you're hearing, how things are right now, because I've been seeing lots of very upsetting and desperate messages from your fellow Texans in the last 24 to 36 hours.
It's worse than you are hearing from everything that I've learned from reaching out to the people that I've met across the 254 counties of Texas. Folks have gone days now without electricity or water at their homes. They're huddling together in their in-laws' homes, or they're going to the library, which is on generator power, or they're going to the Civic Center, which has been converted into a warming center, at least as long as there is capacity for more people to get there. Folks are very desperate. They're suffering. And as you know, far too many have died already. And I worry what's going to happen over the next 24 hours. Almost every major city in Texas tonight will see sub-freezing temperatures, and many of them will not have electricity or power, or in many instances, water. And as I think you pointed out in your opening, so much of this was avoidable. Going back to the deregulation of our electricity grid here in Texas, which has created an incentive to actually not weatherize or protect against these events, so that some of your plants can be shut down and you can profit from the spiking prices for energy and electricity. And then you have the cascading consequences of these stupid culture battles that are led by the GOP and our governor, Greg Abbott, who's focusing on making Texas a sanctuary state for the NRA, or they're arguing with the Mavericks about playing the Star-Spangled Banner at the beginning of their games, or bathroom bills, or other kinds of stupidity, while we have very real emergencies, like a pandemic that has killed more than 40,000 of our fellow Texans, a botched rollout of the vaccine where folks don't know how to get on the list, this recession that has put millions out of work, and now this. The energy capital of North America cannot provide the energy needed to warm and power people's homes in this great state. We are nearing a failed state in Texas, and it has nothing to do with God or natural disasters. It has everything to do with the leadership and those in positions of public trust who have failed us.
Yeah, that point you just made. I mean, I pay a lot of attention to Texas politics because I think it's just fascinating. It's such a great state with such great people, and the politics are fascinating. And I was watching over the past week the chorus of people who were laser focused on Mark Cuban, the Dallas Mavericks, and whether they were playing the Star-Spangled Banner. That includes Dan Patrick. I think Ken Paxton had something to do. This tweet to Greg Abbott. For your lack of oversight, vision, investment, and planning with Texas Power Grid ERCOT. But hey, let's make a Texas law to force Mark Cuban's basketball team to sing the national anthem. Priorities. I mean, obviously people can walk and chew gum, but it does seem like, there are way bigger issues for the state of Texas right now, particularly amidst this emergency and even in the medium term.
Yeah, look at Governor Abbott's State of the State speech, which he gave within the last few weeks. He listed 5 top priorities. In them are election fraud, given the fact that we have the safest, most secure elections in American history. There really is no election fraud concern in Texas, certainly not a top 5 priority. You had this effort to make Texas a gun sanctuary state. Nowhere mentioned in those top 5 priorities was COVID or the vaccination rollout or the need to protect our fellow Texans against natural disasters like these. As you mentioned, climate change and the changing in the frequency and severity of natural disasters, from Hurricane Harvey to this cold blast right now to future weather disasters. We know this stuff is coming. What we don't know is whether our leaders are prepared to make the tough political decisions to prepare us for that.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. You should know that you can follow today's top stories and breaking news and catch up on your favorite MSNBC shows all in one place. Download the NBC News app today.